So I want to talk about this Michael Oher situation because it's one of the weirdest cases of my family lied to me that I've ever seen. If you don't know who Michael Oher is, he's the main character in that movie The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock from 2009. If you don't know, the story is about this kid. He's kind of like almost on the verge of homelessness. He's been abandoned by his family, very shy, maybe a little bit slow. And then they adopt him and they build him up and he comes out of his shell and he becomes this big NFL star. It's very inspirational. But now Michael has filed a lawsuit alleging that they never actually adopted him. Not only that, but instead, they tricked him into signing a conservatorship, which gave them control over his entire life. And they used that conservatorship to make sure that he made $0 off the movie and his life rights. So let's go through Michael's timeline according to this lawsuit. He says that when he was 18, he was presented with paperwork that he thinks is for an adoption. That's what he's told. Turns out it was actually a conservatorship. Now, if you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's very much like power of attorney. The idea is it lets you make decisions for someone else. The difference here with power of attorney and conservatorship is with power of attorney, you have somebody sign it before they're incapacitated, and then conservatorship is afterwards. So you've heard that with Britney Spears. Obviously, they used whatever mental situation she was going through to put a conservatorship over her, saying she can't make decisions for herself. That kind of shows how BS it is. Now, they somehow managed to get this over Michael using a family friend who was a lawyer. Now, the thing is, the movie portrays him as having some sort of mental instability, like he's a little slow in some way, might have an impairment. However, according to Michael, that is absolutely not true. So it seems like that could have been a seed planted by the family in order to get the conservatorship over Michael. So now Michael signed this paperwork. He thinks he's fully adopted. He's going into college. He's getting drafted by the NFL. He's having a great life. He's making millions of dollars. So it's not at all suspicious to him that he's not making any money off this because they're telling him they're not making any money either. It's just happening. And he's this kid off the street. He's not, business savvy like that. So he ends up going into the NFL, has a great life, and he says, eventually I'll circle back to this. I'm busy right now with the NFL in my life. I will come back to where this money went and if they got paid and if I should have gotten paid. So that's what happens. In 2016, he retires from the NFL, hires a lawyer to start digging around and said, did they make money? Should I have made money? So from this time, they eventually figure out, yes, the family did make money. I don't understand why I didn't make money. Did they steal the money? They're trying to figure it out. The biological brother, actually went on Barstool Sports Live for some reason. I don't know why he wanted to insert himself. He's not even listed in this lawsuit. But he says that he made a bunch of money off the movie in multiple payments. So not only did they get that bulk sum in the beginning, but they did get residuals after the fact from that 2.5%. The brother also alleges that he has text messages going back a few years where Michael tells the family, if you just settle with me, give me some money, then I won't go public with this. It's totally fine. And so nothing really came of that. It's been a couple of years. And so the catalyst for, I think, why this is happening now is, according to Michael's lawsuit, it was just this past February that the lawyer found these documents that said he was never actually adopted and was instead in a conservatorship. A conservatorship that is still going on now that Michael is 37. It should have ended when he was 25, but for some reason it was just never dissolved. So in the lawsuit, he's trying to go for an audit of all their finances to figure out how much he should be owed, how much they've made off this, and then also to end the conservatorship. It should be noted also, this isn't just about the money from the movie, because the family has made this whole economy off of The Blind Side and Michael's story. They started a foundation. They've written all these books. The mom, Leigh, played by Sandra Bullock, she's now a motivational speaker where she goes around saying that she's the adopted mother of Michael Oher from The Blind Side. So they always use this word adopted through all of their businesses. Not only that, but you're going to love this quote on their personal website, which says, "When someone comes into your life like a Michael Oher, trust me when I tell you that the giver will benefit much more than the receiver ever will." Leigh Tuohyy. Literally, it's like signing the crime. It's wild that this is still on their website. So the dad, Tuohyy, he did an interview recently where he says, "We were never offered money. We never asked for money. It's upsetting that people would think I would want to take money off of any of my children." And remember, this is in direct contradiction to what the brother said on Barstool Sports Live when he said he made multiple 5-figure checks off this. He also says he's willing to end the conservatorship, which admits that it actually is one. Sean goes on to say that the reason they did this is because that was the only way he would be able to play NCAA ball. They say they contacted lawyers who had told us we couldn't adopt over the age of 18, which apparently is not true in the state of Tennessee, and that they were so concerned it was on the up and up that they made sure the biological mother came to court. And if you're looking for more malicious intent because you think this all sounds fine and he should just be grateful, I want you to look at how they negotiated for the movie rights. So the mother, the father, the brother, and the sister, they all, when they were negotiating for the movie, signed with CAA, one of the biggest talent agencies in the world. But Michael, they negotiated separately, and his agent wasn't a real agent. They instead had him sign with their family friend, the lawyer who got him to sign the conservatorship papers. This is obviously still developing, so I'll let you know if they go to court or if they settle or what's going on. So make sure you subscribe, and thank you for watching.